Hey, Daily Dosers, congratulations. We made it to Friday, taking 1 week simply looking at who is the Holy Spirit in our life and how do we walk with him. For those of you that go, man, I love that. Chris, I love listening to you every morning. I appreciate the 7 of you. For the rest of you, I promise, I'm not the guy doing all of next week. You're back to your regularly scheduled programming. Thanks for bearing with us, even though you probably clicked this off already. And by the way, special thanks to those of you that gave me this shirt. You know who you are. Yes, I hope to be at a concert someday. Probably not soon. Can we pick this up where we started last weekend? Can we just wrap up this whole week back in, I think, the most brilliant story of the Holy Spirit ever? Why? Because it's done by Jesus himself in the upper room, talking to his disciples, the very last night of his freedom, right before he goes and takes the cross. Famous last words. One last story, one last parable of Jesus, trying to get them to understand the most important thing he wants to leave them with. Here's how the Holy Spirit works in your life. And here's how important it is if you're going to call yourself a Christian and actually live that out. It was the main source of what we read last weekend, but I know that was 5 days ago. I taught it 4 times and I don't even remember. So here we go, John 15. John 15, Jesus says, I am the vine, my Father's the gardener, and he's going to cut off every branch in me that bears no fruit. But every branch that does bear fruit, he's going to prune, so that it can become even more fruitful. Now you are already clean because of the word that I've spoken to you. So remain in me. I'm going to remain in you. No branch can bear fruit by itself. It must remain in the vine. Neither can you bear fruit unless you remain in me. I'm the vine, you're the branches. If a person remains in me and I in them, they will bear much fruit. But apart from me, you can do, thank you, nothing. Now, if anyone does not remain in me, they are like a branch that is thrown away and withers. Such branches are picked up, thrown into the fire, and burned. But if you remain in me, my words are going to remain in you. And ask whatever you wish, and it will be given to you. Now, this is to my Father's glory. If you're walking in the Spirit, you're not making crazy prayer requests about winning the lottery because it's not about your glory anymore. It's going to be for my Father's glory, that you bear much fruit, showing yourself to be my disciples. As the Father loved me, so I have loved you. Now remain in my love. If you obey my commands, you will remain in my love, just as I obeyed my Father's commands and remained in his love. I've told you all this so that my joy may be in you, that your joy may be complete. Are you lacking joy in your life? It's the words of Jesus saying, this is why I'm telling you this story, so that the joy of Jesus Christ will be in you. And that joy is going to be complete. You can't lack joy if you're following this famous last story. So my command is this, love each other as I've loved you. Greater love has no one than this, that he laid down his life for his friends. You are my friends if you do what I command. I know I say it all the time when I hit this passage. Hopefully by now you roll your eyes and you do it on your own fingers. Last night, upper room, last story. There's only one thing you really need to understand to be a Christian before I leave, Jesus says. Remain, 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 remain. And before you guys go, make sure you always keep remaining. 11 times, 12 verses. He goes, that's what I need you to do. You can't live the Christian life on your own. I hope this week has gotten us to think a little bit more of the Holy Spirit. It is not an it. It is not a what. It is a who. It is the life of Christ in us. We have daily choices to choose. Am I going to walk in that Spirit in obedience? That's all the Spirit needs to swim in our life, to be alive. Am I just happy saying I'm a Christian, click, I'm inside the kingdom? But man, this isn't all that it's cracked up to be. Or are we going to allow the life of Christ to take us through this Christian life and bring forth in and through us everything that he designed for us? Or are we going to be people that choose our own flesh, our own kingdom? And I promise you, you are going to silence the Spirit in your life because he's got no desire to build your kingdom. He's got a much bigger purpose than that. It's the last night where Jesus says, pursue obedience daily. That's all you need to remain in me. And if you're remaining in me, I'm going to remain in you. I will do something in you and through you. You will bear fruit. Is life going to be perfect? No. Sometimes we're going to get pruned. That's hard. We're going to go through tough things. But you know what? We're going to bring God glory through tough things, and we're going to be even more fruitful. And if that's the point, then so be it. What a picture of how you and I walk. What a picture of what the Holy Spirit is. It's not an it, it's a who. We just choose daily, do we walk with him or not? Come this weekend, part 2 in the book of Acts.